Namaste. I'm Dr. Shweta Chaudhary, Assistant Professor in Mewar University. In this, we will study about emotion under organization behavior. Everybody have heard the word emotion, but if I'll tell you what is emotions or what are emotions, it will be it will be a bit difficult for you to explain emotion because you can feel it. But when you will say, "Okay, fine, what is emotion? Just tell me." So it will be a bit difficult for you to tell me. So basically, emotions are what? They are just like mm, intense. Emotions are intense. They are short-lived, and they are basically triggered by specific event. Like for example, you are just feeling joy for achieving a goal, and you're anger because you saw some injustice. You can also say basically a mood, or in contrast, or are specific and longer lasting emotions state without a clear stating point. Like for example, if somebody is asking you why you're happy, no idea. I'm just happy. I don't know why, but I'm happy today. It happens sometimes, right? Then you have got this psychological emotion, means physical change in the body, like increasing heart rate, sweating, change in breathing pattern, are all example of psychological expression or psychological emotions. Then you have got this behavioral emotions. Behavioral emotions, we can say that outward sign of emotion, such as facial expression, gesture, tone of voice. You're not feeling good, you will shout. You're happy, you will smile. These are just behavioral expression. Example, smiling, reflection, happiness. And there's some subjective experience also, like the person feeling like happy. Okay, like the joy felt internally when receiving a good news. You're just happy. And regardless of how it's displayed, you don't know how to display, but yeah, you're happy. And now we will discuss felt versus display emotions. Quite an in-depth chapter about emotion. So felt emotion are basically, these are the true emotion experience internally, often personal and authentic. For example, feeling genuinely frustrated during a heated discussion, or you can say elated after completed a major project. You're like, wow, finally I did my project. So yeah, yes, felt emotion. Now it's display emotion. These emotions shown to others. Okay, it's an you show others. You show your like, whatever you're feeling. You will show to the how you will show. Like for example, a customer service representative might smile and maintaining a cheerful tone even if they don't feel like they will be fine because they want to show their emotion, whether they are sad from inside, but yeah, in front of others they want to show that they are happy. So how you will showing means you are displaying. So displaying is showing. Okay, emotional labor. So emotional labor, we can say the efforts employees put into managing display emotion to meet organizational requirement. Like for example, surface acting, like pretending to feel an emotion externally without changing internal feeling. For example, faking enthusiasm during a sales pitch. Or you can also say a deep action. Deep action is like deep acting is like trying to genuinely feel the emotion required, often though reframing thoughts. For example, convincing oneself to feel empathy when confronting a colleague. Emotion dimension. So it refers to the positive and negative of the emotion. Like positive emotions are includes joy, pride, excitement, which promotes creativity and optimism. Whereas the negative emotion, an example, anger is there, sadness, fear, which may trigger defensive and problem-solving behavior. Now the intensity is also there of an emotion, refers to low intensity and high intensity. Like low intensity, you can say you're calm, content, mildly annoyed. High intensity, a rage, euphoria, panic. So these are what high intensity emotion dimension. Then we have this gender. and emotion. There's a difference in uh, emotional expression. Like for example, women tend to be more expressive, empathy, and they're better to recognize other emotion also. More likely to express emotion like sadness or fear. Whereas it is a bit difficult for men. Men, they may not express their emotion like sadness or fear due to social norms, or more likely to express anger, assertiveness. There are some biological and social influences also, like biological factors. For example, it also trigger your emotion. Like for example, there is change in hormones, so obviously uh, you will behave in a different manner. Okay. And like we have this social and cultural expectation. Like societies often teach men to be, sotic, you can't show your emotion, and at the same time women to be nurturing. Then we will discuss about external constraint and emotion. The first we will discuss about organizational norms. So many workplace demands emotional control and maintain professionalism. Like for example, healthcare workers often express their stress to provide emotional support to patients. Then we have this cultural norms like collective culture. Collective Collectivist culture, like for example, in Japan, value emotional restraint and harmony. And individualistic culture, you can take an example of USA, which increase emotion expression. Again, now we will discuss about workplace stressor. Uh, High workload, tight deadlines, interpersonal conflict can constrain emotional expression. Example, a manager may suppress frustration during a team conflict and maintain morale. Okay, fine. I am manager. I would not go beyond the line. Emotion in decision making and leadership plays an important role because positive emotion means boosts creativity, flexibility, and it's a problem solving. For example, feeling optimistic during a brainstorming session leads to innovative ideas, whereas negative emotion enhance critical thinking but may impair impersonal relationship. Example, anger may help in identifying flaws but hinder collaboration. Role in leadership, like leaders led to emotion tone for their team, which is known as EI. EI is emotional intelligence. There are the key skills for effective leadership includes first is self-awareness, mean recognition one's emotions, self-regulation, managing emotion appropriately. Then we have empathy, means understanding others' emotion. Now we will discuss organization behavior, means OB, application of emotion, improving job performance. Like positive emotion always enhance of focus, motivation, and efficiency. Enhancing team dynamic because emotional content uh, foster cohesion and collaboration. Example, a leader enthusiasm boost team morale. Then we have this conflict resolution, basically managing emotional help navigate and resolve workplace conflict effectively. Customer relations, so customer relation, we can say displaying positive emotion improves customer satisfaction and loyalty. Now we can take an example like a retail company trained employee on EI, that is emotional intelligence, improving customer satisfaction scores by 20%. Or we can take one more example like a workplace conflict worsen because team members suppress their true emotion, leading to misunderstanding. Finally, I would like to conclude that emotions are central to workplace behavior, influence decision making, leadership, and team dynamics. So, understanding and managing emotions leads to better individual and organizational outcome. That's it. Thank you so much.